stripes and bright stars through the perilous fights. O'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star
Welcome to the North Andover High School Class of 2026 graduation. To celebrate our community, we are going to have classmates welcome you in various languages.
مرحبا بكم في حفل تخرج دفعة 2026 لمدرسة نورث أندوفر هاي سكول. نحن فخورين جدا بزملائنا المتواجدين معنا في الدراسة وفخورين جدا بأهلنا وزملائنا الموجودين معنا اليوم. شكرا. Thank you.
欢迎来到 North Andover 2026年高中毕业典礼。我们为我们的同学感到自豪，也感谢今天来参加的朋友和家人，谢谢你们。
Bonjour à tous, bienvenue à North Andover High School, classe de 2026. Nous sommes tellement fiers de nos collègues et reconnaissants pour nos amis et nos familles avec nous aujourd'hui. Merci.
Bienvenue dans la cérémonie de graduation classe 2026 l'école secondaire North Andover. Nous sommes très fiers des camarades classe nous et puis très reconnaissants avec les amis nous et la famille nous qui est là avec nous aujourd'hui.
Sejam bem-vindos à graduação de classe de 2026. Nós estamos muito orgulhosos dos nossos companheiros de classe e muito agradecidos por todos os familiares e amigos presentes aqui. Obrigado. Thank you.
Добро пожаловать на ценное вручение дипломов. Добро пожаловать на церемонию вручения дипломов выпускникам средней школы Норт Андовера 2026 год. Мы гордимся нашими выпускниками и благодарим их семей, друзей и всех гостей, которые сегодня разделяют с нами этот важный день. Спасибо. Thank you.
Sean todos bienvenidos a la ceremonia de graduación de nuestra clase 2026. Estamos muy orgullosos de todos y cada uno de nuestros compañeros, como también agradecemos a los amigos y familiares que están presentes el día de hoy. Y aprovechando este momento, quiero dedicarle este gran logro a mi madre, que gracias a su esfuerzo y amor incondicional he podido llegar tan lejos. Thank you.
Hi everyone, I just want to say thank you all for coming to support the class of 2026 at our graduation. Today, the four of us have prepared a speech to walk you all how unique each and every single one of our high school journeys have been. We're cramming the four of us into 5 minutes, so we might be talking at you really fast, but it can't be any faster than how senior year felt. Mine, at least, flew by. Senior year is where we create the most memories, as it's full of last. Your last first day, last homecoming, last play, last game, in my case, last club meeting. I chose to fill my time at North Andover High School with clubs. I used to say a club for every single day of the week. The amount of clubs here has exposed me to so many opportunities, like starting my own club. If you're an underclassman, please join Students Against Destructive Decisions. It's a great club. I'm not biased at all. But the last memories are typically the saddest. Today shouldn't be a sad day, though. Today, we are celebrating. As scary as it seems, today begins the newest chapter of our lives, being adults. I believe today should be about remembering the feeling. It's kind of a weird phrase, but high school is a big period of change, which brings forth a lot of emotions. I think that we should all remember those crazy feelings, though, because those are what help us grow. These are what help shape us into adults. I remember being nervous on the first day of freshman year, being nervous speaking up at my first student council meeting, but facing those tough emotions made it easier to speak up the next time, made it easier to start the next year. Today, I hope you all remember the feeling, the pure joy of graduating, the pure joy of leaving high school behind, or the pure joy of spending one last day with all the friends you've made over the past 12 years. I hope you all enjoy the feeling of graduation. I will now pass the mic off to Brogan to continue walking us through our high school journey.
Megan, happy birthday. Well, just like Mal,
Just like Mal, I wanted to share how I chose to fill my time at NAS. From freshman year to senior year, I played 7 different sports, ranging from football to cross country. I have always been very competitive. I do my best to stay consistent and be the most skilled athlete I can be. However, looking back now, I see the true importance of sports. Sports teach students that hard work impacts performance. Sure, there will always be that person who can just pick up any sport, just as there will always be those people who can ace a test without studying. But those who truly work on their craft are who become victorious. As I am sure that every athlete has heard their coaches say, game days are won in practice, this is completely true, and it is true in the real world as well. All of those hard practices, fun pause parties, and unforgettable games are just preparing us for our future. We learn that if we stay consistent, work hard, we will achieve success, whatever that may look like.
Standing up here today feels bittersweet. For years, I counted down the days until graduation. I constantly looked at the Google Calendar reminder that Mr. Young had us set as freshmen, sitting anxiously in the auditorium, wondering what high school would be like. Back then, graduation felt so far away that it didn't feel real. And somehow, here we are. If I were to stand up here and try explaining my high school experience to you all, I honestly wouldn't even know where to begin. Like so many of us, I spent these years balancing classes, clubs, jobs, friendships, family responsibilities, and everything life has asked of us outside of school. Day by day, these routines became more normal, and somewhere in between it all, we grew up. We all worked so hard to get to this moment, and that hard work matters because we owe it to ourselves to see who we can become. But I think it's equally important to remember to be present in the moments we're living in, to appreciate the people around us, and to allow ourselves to grow beyond the routines we've grown comfortable with. Because when people say time flies, they really aren't kidding. There's so much waiting for us beyond this chapter, new experiences, new opportunities, and versions of ourselves we have yet to discover. And even though change can feel scary, it also gives us a chance to grow into the people we have not yet met. If there's one thing living in North Andover has taught me all these years, it's the importance of community. No matter what our high school experience looked like, we've all gone through these past 4 years together, and that is something we will carry with us long after today. No matter where life takes us next, I hope each of us remembers we will always have a place here at North Andover High School. Congratulations to the class of 2026.
Just for a minute, let's zoom out. I'm going to share a story. It starts with a baby elephant tied to a stake. He pulls, he tugs, but he can't break free, so he gives up. Years later, the elephant is fully grown, powerful enough to snap the rope. Another elephant asks, why doesn't he leave? The response, I can't. He remained where he was because he believed he couldn't. Becoming victims of complacency and resigning ourselves to mediocrity is scary, to start limiting yourself without even knowing. But taking a step back and questioning your true potential is a leap forward. What I'm trying to say is chase your lifelong aspirations, whether they be of a family, of traveling, a career you love. Follow your dreams, not someone else's dream of you. Keep this story in mind as we take this step forward in our lives. It has been an honor being a part of your class board as the class president. I wish each and every one of you the best. Thank you. Please welcome our salutatorian, Tasha Seakin.
Good evening to all teachers, faculty, family, friends, and most importantly, to the class of 2026. My name is Tasha Secan, and I'm incredibly honored to be speaking to you all today as the salutatorian of the class of 2026. Although it can be very hard to generalize when looking at a large class like ours, I feel like I can say with confidence that none of us would be here today without the support of everyone who's sitting in the stands or on the field. Whether you're a family member, a friend, a coach, a teacher, or anyone else who's here today, every one of us is so grateful for the support you've given us. And on that note, I want to take a second to thank the people who made it possible for me to be up here. To my teachers, thank you for always being supportive and answering what I'm sure felt like an endless amount of questions that I asked in class. To my friends, thank you for always being there for me and never failing to make me laugh. And finally, to my family. To my brother Jack, thank you for being the easiest person to talk to and for being willing to listen to my music during our drives to school. To my dad, thank you for being my rock, for always listening to me when I need to talk and believing in me no matter what. And to my mom, the Lorelei to my Rory, thank you for your unwavering love and support of me in everything I do. I love you all more than I could ever put into words. The last group of people that I need to thank are my classmates. We've all worked so hard this year, applying to college and completing our schoolwork while also keeping up with sports, music, and clubs, working, volunteering, and making the most of our last year of high school. We've accomplished a lot together, like when we joined together last year to walk out for our teachers because we cared about our education. We even survived having to take midterms and finals this year, which might have been our biggest challenge we faced as seniors. I'm so honored to be graduating alongside such an amazing group of students. In order to prepare for tonight, I watched a lot of YouTube videos of graduation speeches, and a lot of those speeches had some pretty similar content. I'm sure there's some people in the audience today who might be expecting a speech that sounds something like this. If you would have told me 4 years ago when we walked into North Andover High School that we'd be sitting here today about to graduate, I never would have believed you. Or something along those lines. And while these statements might be true, I thought I might go about this a little bit differently. During the past few months, the word that my friends and I have been using to describe our final months of high school is bittersweet. It's been so exciting to reach so many of the milestones we've been looking forward to, like going to senior prom, participating in water wars, or figuring out what we're going to be doing in our futures. But at the same time, it's been hard to face some of the lasts that have also come with senior year. Our last game or meet or competition, our last practice or rehearsal, our last day being in school with our class before we all go our separate ways. So, in order to process all of the complex emotions I've experienced this year, I turned to something that I've been doing for a very long time, which is swimming. I have been swimming competitively since I was 8 years old, so much so that my mom often compares me to a fish. One of the strokes I often compete when I swim is the backstroke, where you lie on your back and spin your arms around to move down the pool. However, the difficult part of backstroke is that while you're doing it, you can't see where you are in the pool because you're looking up at the ceiling. Imagine swimming without being able to see where you're going and not knowing if you're 2 seconds from smacking your head on the wall of the pool. So, to keep you from hitting your head, every pool has a set of flags above it that tell you when you're close to the wall. Once you see those flags, you know it's almost time to take a deep breath because you're about to put your head in the water, turn yourself onto your stomach, and do a flip so you can push off the wall and swim the other way. It can be pretty scary at first to trust the flags when you can't see what's coming and have no idea if you might crash into the wall. But even though it might seem scary, all of us swimmers have to turn over anyways whenever we see them. To me, our graduation feels similar to the flags above pools. Now that we're here, sitting in our caps and gowns, we've all realized that the end is in sight. After tonight, when we walk across this stage, our lives as we know them are about to be flipped around and as we all go in a different direction. Like many of the graduates here, I've been attending schools in North Andover since I was 6 years old, walking into Kittredge for the first time. And whether you started out at one of the elementary schools, the middle, or the high school, after today, we won't have the normalcy that comes with being in the same school with the same people anymore. That's the part of this that's the scariest to me. Everything is about to change. Personally, I've never been a fan of change. It's way easier if things just stay the same. But I think sometimes scary things can be good too. They can push us out of our comfort zones and help us to learn and grow. Even though the next parts of our lives are going to be new and scary, we're also all going to meet new people, fail and then try again, gain exciting experiences, make mistakes and learn from them, reach goals, and discover new opportunities. So even though the end is almost here, even though the flags are in sight, today isn't just an ending. Once we get to the wall, none of us are going to stop. Every one of us is going to take a deep breath as we endure this change and then continue on. Because although today is the end of our time in high school, it's also a beginning. To quote Natasha Bedingfield, an artist with whom I share my name, "Today is where your book begins, the rest is still unwritten." We have the chance to shape the rest of our lives after today. And even though that can seem intimidating, it's wildly exciting too. Our futures are now ours for the taking. All we need to do is get to the wall, flip over, and push off. Once again, congratulations, class of 2026. Thank you. And now, please join me in welcoming to the stage our valedictorian, Louine Ismail.
Hello, everyone. I'd like to say I've got some decent advice today. So please tune in. And if you'd like to tune out, we're done with school, so feel free, but I promise I'll try to keep this short and sweet. I even threw in some jokes, so hopefully we'll have some chuckles, maybe even a ha-ha. And if you don't think the jokes are funny, please laugh anyway. There's a camera right in front of me. Like any good student who follows the rules most of the time, I did my research. I learned about telling you the world's your oyster, about how the next chapter, job, trade, college, doesn't define you. You define you. I also learned about the importance of stories and anecdotes. Then I crumpled up my notes and threw them at a trash bin. I missed. But here's why I tossed the script. Those messages aren't wrong. They're just grand. And grand makes us see past the little. I believe some of the best value we extract from our lives comes from the little things. Our habits, our hobbies, maybe even the fears that tug at the back of our minds. Because I want to be a little cool and genuinely sincere, I decided on sharing my 3 biggest fears. Fear number 3, the ocean. I can barely tread water, so I would probably drown. I also hate the color blue. But the real reason is what's in it, what it hides. Sharks, bacteria, volcanic vents, the unknown abyss, currents and storms and a horizon I'm not biologically equipped to handle. But sometimes, from a safe distance, shallow water, coral reefs, I try to appreciate them. Even the abyss, the idea of an adventure at sea, where every current has weight from the gentle nudge to the wave that sweeps you clean off your feet, it's powerful. So let's update the oyster cliche. The world is your ocean. Nothing will stop certain currents from flipping you upside down, from the pressure pushing you deeper and deeper into the abyss. Learn to embrace that fear. See the beauty in still being intact under that much water, under that much pressure. And remember, there's great stuff in the ocean of life. From the gentle wave, right, which could be a great friend, or someone that pops up when you're in a time of need. There are also great movements. And some of that great stuff will sweep you right back up. Fear number 2, not being able to control myself. My body, my mind, impulses, and rash actions are often the culprits. They can be countered a decent bit by discipline. I mean, we'd all be leaving an elephant in the room, not Yash's elephant, but an elephant in the room, if we didn't mention the temptation, social media, peer pressure, to do what I'll affectionately call random stuff. If you do enough random stuff, maybe something works out. But a goal, a vision, can be quite fulfilling, quite grounding even. Then, learning to control yourself, what you do and how you do it, ends up being liberating. Sometimes it's as simple as taking a deep breath to reset, or cracking a smile and pushing through. And last, fear number 1, my biggest fear, which is losing my memories. Memories make us who we are. There are context for everything we do. They shape how we think. I wouldn't give up my worst memories. Without the bad ones, I wouldn't know not to do something. But the fun ones, the laughs, the shenanigans, the celebrations, the random stuff that worked, they're usually harder to hold on to, but equally as important. So hold those dear. Today, start there. Think hard about what you want to remember from high school. Pocket the bad for context, and really embrace the good today. After all, today is a day for celebration and recognition. So, I'd like to thank our teachers, admin, guidance, families, and friends. Let's not forget facilities and maintenance, coaches and nurses. And personally, I wouldn't be here today without my mom's unwavering support or my dad's efforts in helping me grow stronger and more resilient. All right, I'm going to go now. But for those who tuned out, please tune back in for what's next on our program.
Good evening, and congratulations, class of 2026. I'm Pam Lathrop. I'm the proud superintendent of North Andover Public Schools. What a beautiful night to be together. I hope, like me, when you sat down tonight, students, friends, families, you took in this beautiful surrounding. Class of 2026, you're the first class to be able to enjoy graduation looking at that beautiful baseball and softball field, a field that you helped to bring here. Seniors, senior baseball players, and softball players, I hope you enjoyed having one last year of a decent field that you could feel proud of and you didn't have to go home with goose poop on your shoes. I want to welcome you all here tonight. I want to welcome family and friends and community members, school committee members, staff. Thank you for all being here tonight to celebrate this important moment with our graduates. Your presence means everything. Each of you has played a role in helping these students arrive at this milestone, and I am certain your hearts are full of pride tonight. I also want to express my deep gratitude to the educators of North Andover, our teachers, our counselors, our coaches, our administrators, and our staff. Your dedication, your belief in our students, and your passion for teaching and learning has helped shape this class in countless ways. You haven't just taught academics, you have taught students how to think critically, advocate fiercely, create boldly, and lead with heart. Thank you for everything you've invested in them and for the difference you have made in their lives. Class of 2026, there is a question that many of you have probably been asked 100 of times throughout your lifetime, and that is, what are you going to be? As a young child, that answer likely changed almost daily. One week you were going to be an astronaut, the next week a professional athlete, maybe a musician, an artist, a veterinarian, a teacher, or perhaps for a brief, important period of time, you thought you might just be a unicorn. And the thing is, those answers changed because you saw possibility everywhere. You connected with whatever excited you, made you laugh, sparked your curiosity, or made you feel brave, adventurous, or even just a little magical. As you got older, those answers became more serious. The questions became more frequent. Sometimes the responses earned praise, and sometimes they caused concern. Sometimes they changed because your interests changed, and sometimes they changed because life changed. The truth is, many of you are heading towards careers that don't even exist yet. So tonight, I don't want to focus on what you're going to be. I want to focus on what you already are. Now, I haven't known you your entire lives. I haven't even known you throughout your entire high school career. But in the relatively short time I've had the privilege of knowing this class, I can tell you what I have seen. I have seen who you are. And while I may not know exactly what each of you will become, I am pretty confident about something. Our future is in good hands. You are talented. This class includes record-breaking athletes, brilliant artists and musicians, accomplished scholars, innovative thinkers, and performers who have achieved success on state and national stages. You are compassionate. One of the things I admired most about this class is the way you care for one another. You just don't shine individually, you reflect each other's light. Over the past year, I have watched injured athletes stand on the sidelines, cheering loudly as if they were on the field themselves. I have watched students celebrate the accomplishments of classmates whose interests and talents were very different from their own. I have watched you show up for one another in performances, competitions, classrooms, and everyday moments that often go unnoticed. You understood something that takes some people a lifetime to learn. Another person's success does not diminish your own. It gives us something to celebrate. You are courageous. Last spring, many of you used your voices to advocate for your teachers. Regardless of where people stood on the issues, what stood out to me was the way you engaged. You listened, you asked questions, you spoke thoughtfully and respectfully about people and the values that matter deeply to you. That takes courage. You are creative and resourceful. I know this firsthand from the many emails I received this year explaining, often in remarkable detail, why canceling school was clearly the only reasonable option due to weather conditions. Some of those messages include weather forecasts, road condition analysis, personal testimonies, and what I can only describe as a highly selective interpretation of meteorological data. I have to admit, there were moments when I thought maybe they should be running the National Weather Service. Of course, your teachers, unlike your teachers, none of you have to make up the snow days. It's sort of funny how that works. But even in those emails, I saw something important. I saw students who were thoughtful, persuasive, passionate, and willing to make their case. Those are qualities that will serve you well long after snow has melted. Most importantly, you are a community. In a world that often feels divided, you have shown us what it looks like to care for one another, to support one another, and to stand up for one another. And that matters. Because while the world may eventually know you as an engineer, a nurse, a teacher, a business owner, a scientist, a parent, an artist, or something none of us have yet imagined, the kind of person you are will always matter more than the title you hold. In just a few moments, you will walk across this stage and receive your diploma. But please know you are leaving with far more than a piece of paper tonight. You will become alumni of North Andover High School, and that is something special. You join generations of Scarlet Knights who have walked the North Andover High School halls before you and who have carried a piece of North Andover with them wherever life takes them. You carry with you the love of your families, the lessons of your teachers, the friendships that you have built, and the experiences that you have shaped, and the strength of this community. As you step into whatever comes next, college, career, military, service, travel, work, or adventures yet to be imagined, carry those things with you. Keep being talented, keep being compassionate, keep being courageous, keep being creative, and keep being a community. If you do that, you won't have to spend too much time worrying about what you will be, because who you are will always become exactly who you meant to be. Congratulations, class of 2026. We are proud of you, we believe in you, and we can't wait to see where this journey takes you. Thank you.
Good evening. I'm Deborah Holman. I'm the proud principal of North Andover High School. I'd like to ask our graduates who are entering the military service to please rise so the community can recognize you. Thank you. Thank you. Great. All right. Thank you, Superintendent Pam Lathrop, Assistant Superintendent Kristen Ando, Class of 2026, families and friends, our wonderful faculty, school committee, and North Andover community. Okay, Class of 2026, you had an excellent year. I want to thank you as your principal for all of the great things you did this year and for your leadership. I have 3 ideas. They have to do with 1, baby chicks in the library, 2, a farmer in Missouri, and 3, the UCLA women's basketball coach. First idea, baby chicks. Many of you certainly remember this spring our librarian, Mrs. Ahern, brought in baby chick eggs. The eggs went in the incubator was placed on a little table in the middle of the library and nobody knocked it over. Then, when egg hatching began, Mrs. Ahern did what we do in the 21st century. She put it on live stream. Teachers streamed it in the corner of their whiteboards while they taught. Students were mesmerized, I was told. Faculty trying to prepare classes said they were too distracted and couldn't take their eyes off of the minute-by-minute pecking of a chick out of its shell. Finally, many of you remember, a few chicks broke free from their eggs and were ready to be held. Every hour, dozens of teachers and students from all parts of the school gathered to hold the chicks. A few times, I joined in. We passed chicks carefully, person to person, cradling them so they didn't fall, didn't get crushed, didn't hop out of someone's hand. I had forgotten how fun that was. In those moments, it didn't matter who you were. Everyone loved the little fuzzy chicks, and everyone had some fun taking care of them together. So even a quick moment like that of connection, of being with people who you didn't necessarily know, but being connected to each other by a fun purpose, That is part of what a healthy community is about. No judgments, no differences, no disputes. We're all just connecting and protecting the baby chicks. So, in your life, look for baby chick moments of connection with others. Second idea is a Missouri farmer. So last month I was in Missouri for my niece's college graduation. She's 4 years ahead of you guys, older than you guys. One morning I turned on the local news and saw a farmer talking about hog and cattle futures, the future prices of livestock, right? It reminded me of my growing up in Iowa, and the farmer looked the part. He wore a plaid shirt, suspenders, old-fashioned eyeglasses, and yet he had on these big, high-tech broadcast headphones, which I found amusing. But then as he spoke, he turned away from hog futures, and his tone shifted. He started talking about the mental health of rural communities and a growing mental health crisis. Then, even more surprising to me, he called out what he said was a dangerous trend in our nation, a trend connected to mental health. He called it the hate train. The hate train. He warned his Midwestern listeners about how easy it is to hear a rumor, absorb fiction about people we don't know, and jump on board. He linked the hate train directly to our collective mental health, and his warning stayed with me. Be cautious of how easy it is to get on the hate train. It is not good for mental health, and it does little to nothing to promote community and connection with others. Third idea, the UCLA women's basketball coach. Her name is Corey Close. She's been the coach for many years, and this year the team actually won the NCAA championship. And a record-breaking six players from that team were drafted quickly into the women's NBA, the WNBA, which is on the rise. Her mantra, Corey Close's mantra to her team was that your talent is your floor, your character is your ceiling, right? Your talent is your floor, your character is your ceiling, meaning starting tomorrow for all of you 2026 graduates, you all will begin raising your floor. Whether you are heading to a new job before your university, the military, or a community college, you will build your skills immediately. You will get smarter, faster, and more capable at a lot of things. But your skills and talents only define your baseline, your floor. Your ceiling, and my ceiling, is how high you will rise and how high you will lift others. That ceiling is defined by our character. It's defined by your discipline, work ethic, and resilience. It's also defined by how we communicate, how we accept others, and how actively we all choose to unjudge the people around us. Graduates, it is a complicated and tumultuous world that you head into. Find baby chick moments. Be wary of the hate train, and your talents are your floor, your character is your ceiling. Be good, do good, make good choices, and always be safe and always be kind. It's going to be great. We are so very proud of you. Congratulations, class of 2026. At this time, I would like to announce the presentation of the diplomas to the class of 2026. I invite senior class advisors, Lisa Rasnan and Izzy Razakowski, and the school committee to please take the stage. Graduates, get ready. Do you need this?
Andrei Abagyan Vadimovich. Julissa Maria Abreu. Ethan Rohan Ackerman Valala. Ian N. Adome. Alessandra Marie DaCosta Allison. Daniel Alvarado. Ella Helen Anderson. Kalia Mulan Andre. Phoebe K. Arakelian. Oliver Stephen Arbo. Jomel R.C. Nicholas Joseph Arloro. Madeline Elizabeth Ashworth. Tatum Bell Asvestis. Ryan Alexander Atwood. Morgan Reese Ayers. Evan Bocci. Sophia Kristen B. Tarek Amin Benami. Mohammed Yusuf Bendemarad. Xavier James Benjamin. Logan Daniel Benko. Dara Patrice Cleary Bentley. Jade Bergamo Rubin. Ricardo Isaiah Bernabel. Alex Burnett. Simran Bhatti. Sara Budinar. Jayla Elizabeth Boylorn. Ryan Patrick Brady. Fiona Cassidy Bruni. Donovan Paradis Brush. Emma May Blumel Buchanan. Anna Rose Caldwell. Crystalie Calixto. Maria Elaine Cambra. Kiera Otilia Camire. Ariana Hugh Cow. Anthony Carlo Capicetti. Talia Dawn Capel. Connor John Carpenter. Dora Lynn Lacita Casamayur. Kiara Cepeda. Carter Harrison Cheney. Jordan Vasky Luther Charles. Marcus Chase. Tiffany Chen. Treven L. Chen. Caden Elizabeth Clow. James Peter Coney. Xavier Nicholas Cole. Declan Jonathan Connell. Scarn Conrad. Brendan Craig Coughlin. Addison Brooke Coyne. Ian Robert Crane. Cynthia Joan Credo. Nicole Valentina Cuberes Bedoya. Quinn Rose Cunningham. Emily Marie D'Entremont. Mariana Damin. Kathleen Bailey Damacano. John Darling. Yara Diane. Michelle Eleni de la Cruz Donis. Bernardo Augusto Leo de Oliveira. Larissa de Oliveira Antonio. Liam Derek Delaney. Matthew Louis Delatorre. Trinity Marie Delovo. Casey Robert Demers. Charles Richard DeSantis. Alex William Desmond. Julian Agapito Montero Diaz. Andrew James Dickinson. Logan Lawrence Dix. Elizabeth Mary DiGiovanni. Lily Mae DePietro. Mia Rose DeTulio. Matthew Ryan Donovan.
Evelyn Rose Dorsey. Joseph Norman Dorsey. Hadley Bell Dowd. Trip Remy Dowd. Mason Alexander Dowdy. Betty Rooming Dew. Jessica Ellen Doobie. Ivy Piper Dwyer. Mason Eastwick Haskell. Lillian Ray Eaton. Zizu Rabah Abid. Logan Thomas Eccles.
Great job, Logan.
Samira El Rai. Amira T. El Khadiji. Zaid Adnan Al Masri. Anya Estrada. Henry Thomas Everett. Liam's James Everett. Liam. Lily Elizabeth Fabiano. Marfi Hani Sabre Fidel.
Let's go!
Thomas Worth Farrell. Marcus William Focon. Liliana Franca Ferraro. Logan Louis Fischera. Sophia Marie Philippon. Ryan Finno. Miguel Angel Flecure. Nicholas Jamie Flores Cuero Llamas. Emily Jane Fluth. Lucy Linnell Fluth. Thomas Joseph Francis. Ava Marie Frotto. Olivia Ann Fritzinger. Catherine Rachel Fry. Olivia Dolores Fry. Victoria Elizabeth Gallagher. Nolan Ronald Garrett. Rachel Lisa Gall. Kylie Lynn George. Callista Ray Giles. Frida Hazuki Goldman. Arush Samir Gondalia. Janira Lee Gonzalez. Javier Alejandro Gonzalez Brea. L. Armstrong Gordon. Aaron Amber Green. Dale Joshua Green. Jaden Christopher Gervin. Elise Christine Gilmet. Griffin Casey Hagan. Owen Charles Haley. Mila Elizabeth Hammer. Sydney Ann Hansen. Owen Maurice Hart. Zoe Ann Hartman. Anna Mary Linda Hurst. Silas Oken Henderson. Charles James Hennessy. Nishayli Jaslyn Enriquez. Alexia Elizabeth Enriquez Silva. Zachary Dylan Michael Herbachuk. Lila Ann Herman. Jayla Alexa Hernandez. Naomi Monique Harold. Veronica Auntie Hong. Caden Ryan Holt. Axel Melo Wee. Drew Thomas Hutchins. Alexis Joyce Iannicello. Connie Evanosa Igbanosa. Ella Rose Imperato. Lucas Peter Iocum. Laween Mom Ismail. Aaliyah Brianna Jean Baptiste. Sophia Danelle Jensen. Stephen Jang. Rihanna Gia. Maya Angelique Joseph. Ethan Stone Kaplan. Sydney Gabriella Katz.
Kylie Maria Keene. Brett Botticelli Keogh. Anita Abraham Connie. Mia Laughlin Kimmick. Nicholas Hans Kraus. Andrew Francesco Lacola. Juliana Charlotte Lalumiere. Darianne Corian Lambert. Dylan Jameson Landers. Zachariah Latab. Natalie Marie Lobner. Janice Chi Lee. Natalia Gray Lachardi. Teresa Sophia Lister. Moesha Marie Nolasco. Lara Lucena. Lauren Shea Lynch. Emma Catherine Lyons. Guillerme Machado. Lauren Christian Meyer. Ronaldo Freitas Maya. Fernanda Freitas Maya. Julia Freitas Maya. Javian Lee Maldonado. Matthew David Joseph Mangiamelli. Alexandra May Mann. Cassidy Jean Mansfield. Mohammed Debun Mansour. Kate Monroe Marini. Brooklyn Ivy Marklis. Stephen Joseph Maroon. Henry Craig Marshall. Nicole Louise Matarazzo. Josias Dennis Matias. Alexis Camille Moras. Autumn Catherine McCarthy. Jacob Patrick McCormick. Rachel Rose McDevitt. Megan Ann McDonald. Liam Joseph McGoldrick. Campbell Shea McGuire. Jocelyn Avery McGuire. Cambria Rose McElroy. Let's go. Dylan John Meany. Jillian Elizabeth Malota. Jessica Kate Melville. Rithwick Hurry Manchala. Brady Atul Mystery. Adam Robert Mongel. Gianna Ava Monsini. Breno Montero de Silva. Siddharth Motiani. Maggie Rose Murphy. Kitabu Ajani Musa Sadia. Sri Lakshmi Nekaramu. Alex Getu Najiji. Braden Arthur Nicolaisen. Brooke Ashley Nolan. Liam Ray Norton. Jazeline Carly Nunez. Stephanie Jasmine Nunez. Leah Rose O'Brien. Max Joseph O'Connell. Morgan Grace O'Connell. Catherine Carly O'Hanlon. Bruno Lucas Oliveira. Madison Grace Osler. Anthony Joseph Palumbo. Michaela Palucci. Riddhi Aithal Parampali. Caroline Dove Parker. Ian Cannon Adam Pass. Rushi Vipulkumar Patel. Bryn Margaret Patnod. Daniela Corinne Lazaro Paiumo. Luis Armando Pena Sicard. Caroline Elaine Perry. Carly Ann Peterson. Zachary Nathan Peterson. Nicholas Stephen Petrie. Avery Therese Fair. Kayla Lehang Pham. Michael William Phelps. Oh, okay. Alexander Lee Phillips. Olivia Reese Pick. Brianna Nicole Pillsbury. Kyla Antoinette Pisano Maduro. Ivan A. Pitsowski. Annabelle Delphina Potter. Joshua Dario Quijada. Ryan Jeremy Quinn. Rohez Ali Qureshi. Sean Lawrence Radulski. Mirabelle May Ryland. Rosabel Reynoso Garcia. Kieran Thomas Ringler. Jason David Rios. Nolan Lewis Rivet. Connor William Roach. Allie Elizabeth Roberts. Audrey Ann Rochford. Sadina Jean Rochford. Tyler Michael Rock. Genesis Leidani Rodriguez. Joshua Brian Leo Rogers. Riley Michaela Rogers. Emma Alexis Roshi. Colin Dewey Ross. Paige Elizabeth Sams. Angel Malik Sanchez. Renata Marie Sandoval. Naomi Jane Severis. Kylie Amelia Sawyer. Aiden Haruki Schumann. Aiden Robert Schwartz. Samantha Jordan Schwartz. Caitlin Elizabeth Scully.
Where's my list? Natasha Gabriel Secan. Avon Grace Seed. Chase Gregory Seidel. Sophia Shamim Shahid. Moira Rowan Shaughnessy. Sophie Elizabeth Shea. Corey Dominic Silva. Marianne Silvani. Aiden Michael Sawicki. Whitney Armstrong Smith. Luca Ann Madero Seropoulos. Daniel Sean Sikorsky. Zachary Miles Steely. Emily Johanna Storch. Daniel Adam Suavita. Marina Victoria Angel Sullivan. Kirthana Suresh. Cameron Marley Swint. Pete Daniel Malaiba Tagalong. Leanne Perez Tarvez. Nicholas John Ternulo. Eliani Venn. Travinsky Theodore. Neve Ann Thomas. Daniel James Thompson. Emma Kate Thompson. Alexander Lewis Thompson. Garrett Thornton. Robert Thomas Tiefenbacher. Victoria Rose Tirano. Ava Olivia Tedesco. Anna Eva Maria Tatora. Jason T. Tran. Kevin Lee Tran. Paige Olivia Tremoli. Kyle Thomas Trombley. Mason Joshua Trombley. Macy Hayes True. Emmanuel Yuba. Laura Ugalu. Elisa Valukovich. Henry Burchell Wolfo. Gabriella Renee Ventrillo. Aaliyah Marie Ventura. Anari Shyla Vicenti. Yes, Anari. Liana Bella Vincent. William John Vincent. Samantha Traman Bow. Kayla Danielle Von Putti. Christian Allen Coney Walker. Leonidas D. Mads Wang. Emily Quinn Warren. Jason Frederick Waters. Adam Christopher Webster. Anna Virginia West. Sean Carlston White. Juliet Francis White Elder. Anne Elizabeth Winter. Madeline Avery Wolf. Benjamin Matthew Woodford II. Julia Sekeda Xavier. Juliana Yokasi Yankowski. Eleanor Lisa Zimmer. Camila Mariel Sorrilla Soriano. Vincent Vo.
Mallory Shea O'Connell. Veronica Annalise Paniagua Senseon. Brogan Michael Zwingi.
Yash Shrivastava.
Right to left. You can tell them all to stand up. Everyone rise.